everyone, this is Gary with your cards of the day, and I just had to begin by apologising for my extended absence this week, but it has been quite a week, and it's been very difficult for me to always find the time to do these videos as I would have liked to do, so apologies for that. Now, today I've chosen 4 cards, or rather, to a large extent they have chosen themselves, from 3 different decks. We have 2 cards from the Golden Dawn Ritual Magic Tarot deck, we have 1 card from the Tarot of Witches, and we have 1 card from the Tarot of the Old Path. So we have quite an esoteric feel to the decks that we're using today. And the reason that we have 2 cards here is because I split the deck in my normal way, and it literally split in 2 places. So both of these cards were insistent on appearing. So our first card for today is the 5 of Pentacles. And this is a new deck that I've got. I have to say, I do find the cards really interesting and in a strange kind of way beautiful. Although they are quite gawky looking, I suppose. Now what we have here has the tagline of material trouble, and the 5 of Pentacles is often about issues relating around money and sort of not just money but the physical side of life, really. So this could also relate to health as well. It's definitely a very physical issue. We have a lot of red in this card, which makes me think of the lower 2 chakras, the root and the sacral. Astrologically, what we have is Mercury ruling Taurus. So here, there feels very much like a requirement for help and a requirement to communicate that need. So if you're in need of help today, if you're having difficulties in a physical sense, be they financial, be they health issues, whatever it is, the guidance today on this really is to communicate those needs to the ones that can help you. And by doing that, you get the assistance that you need to get past these difficulties. Now the second card for today is the 2 of Swords. And this is a very interesting image. Again, we have this red colour really prominent within this card. So again, we have this physical feel here. Even in a card of the suit of air, we have a very physical feel to this card of, in a sense, reinforcing what we had previously. What we have here is the moon ruling Libra. So it may not be easy, to see, in a sense, the wood for the trees. You're going to have choices today. You're going to have options of do this or do that. And it may not always be easy to distinguish between what is the right path and what is not. So it's important to keep a lot of balance and a lot of care and attention to your thoughts today. Really look at things deeply, look at them on every level, and choose wisely is the message that I would come with for this today. And then once you've made that choice, then you can move forward as this figure is doing, and it's an upward movement. You know, it takes things upwards and it takes things to a better place. Our third card for today is the King of Swords, and the overriding feeling that I get with this is one of really being in control of your thought processes, and don't let them run away with you. Yes, there's some difficulties possible today, but don't let that completely run away with you. Keep controlled, keep centered, and keep ready that is also a feeling that I get very, very strongly with this card. The king is there, he has his armour on, he has his sword in his hand. He's not taking a posture, he's not taking either a defensive posture or an offensive, aggressive posture, but he is there and he is ready. So the feeling very strongly today is own your thoughts and be ready. And our final card for today, this takes us right back to the Golden Dawn deck, is the Two of Pentacles. And it has this really interesting image of a sort of a number 8, basically squashed together by this fist, with a pentacle above and pentacle below. There's a lot of green in this card, and this feels very much like a sort of a healing process on some level. It's basically a card of balance, a card of, in a sense, what goes around comes around. We have this movement in and out of the 8, so things can be up, they can be down, but they're always moving. They're fluid. So stay balanced today. Stay solid and grounded. But as I say, stay balanced. Try to keep everything on a very even keel, very level, and just sort of moving along. Keep everything moving nice and steady. We have the astrological association here of Jupiter, so we have, in a sense, luck on our side, and we have the option and the possibility of expansion. So it's really just a case of keeping things running along until, even if we're in a downward slump, it reverses and goes back up. So if we look at these 4 cards today, they're very interesting. We have the material trouble, which indicates possibly physical issues, possibly monetary issues that we're going to need help with, and we need to communicate that need. We have the Two of Swords, indicating that we have choices, but that it's not always easy to see which choice to make. You know, because in a sense we're kind of blindfolded. We don't really know what we're dealing with and which way to go. So we have to really examine things carefully today, double check and triple check, and then make our decision and move forward. We have to keep our thoughts under control, be ready, and really own our own mind, own our thoughts today. And we have to keep everything in balance. We have this card which says harmonious change. So keep everything in harmony, keep everything concordant and balanced, and even if things are on a downward spiral, be aware that they will turn and they will head back up. So I hope you've enjoyed these cards of the day, and that they resonate with you today. Please feel free to leave me some comments and let me know how these themes do interact with you today. It'll be very interesting, as always, to read your comments, and it's wonderful to have you guys watching these videos. Please also feel free to check out my website, www.theseerscave.webs.com, for more information about myself, my tools, and the readings that I offer. I want to wish everyone a wonderful, happy, balanced and harmonious day and weekend. And love, light, blessings and frith to you all.